Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Benque, the beautiful western part of Belize. We're about 15 minutes away from the border with Guatemala and 15 minutes away from San Ignacio, which is the hub and the life of this area. Wonderful town, wonderful setting, and it is my pleasure to share with you this spectacular 83-acre jungle paradise. In its previous name, it was called Mopan River Resort, and it functioned as an all-inclusive that was a hit with all of the guests who came. Really special property here. It's right across the Emerald Mopan River. We have 83 beautiful riverfront acres with 12 thatch cabins on it. A wonderful, spectacular hacienda-style owner residence, and it also has a manager residence to boast. We also have a chapel, so it's convenient for special events. You can just book out the whole property for your family and friends to come over and celebrate an anniversary, a birthday, or they can even get married out here. Really spectacular property. And one of the things that this place has that is really special is its location. The old adage in real estate: location, location, location. Well, this property is just a stone's throw away from Xunantunich Mayan temple site. And in fact, from over here, you have private access through trails. You can hike to Xunantunich, or in the past it used to be done with horseback riding, which of course can be revived. We're also only an hour and a half away from Tikal in Guatemala, which is one of the biggest tours that the visitors who come to our area want to do, and it's so convenient. It makes for a spectacular day. We also have accessible to us all kinds of caving activities, canoeing activities, bird watching activities. So this area offers a whole lot for tourists and for visitors to explore and to enjoy while they stay at this paradise setting. Just a wonderful tropical area. You can see the coconut stands. There's lots of mango trees and avocado trees. It truly is a tropical paradise, and a really special place, a fun place to create lifetime memories for your guests, your visitors, and friends. So come along with me and let's go take a look at this beautiful place. Another one of the really special features about this resort property is its exclusive access. When you are staying here, or your guests are staying here, you can rest assured that there won't be droves of people driving by or walking by. Here we have a wonderful little ferry that brings our guests across the river and onto this beautiful walkway, onto this beautiful property. So it's an exclusive guest-only access resort, which would facilitate if you wanted to make it a couples-only retreat, or if you just want a private space for your friends and family to come and stay here without people just walking by or driving by. It's a really special feature. Another great feature the property boasts, but we won't be able to show you that today, is a beautiful creek, a clear water creek that flows all year round, so you have beautiful water. I imagine that a new owner might take over and might want to clean little areas along the creek banks to make private picnic areas for their guests. It could be a really special thing. Again, another feature that I have to repeat about is our proximity to Xunantunich Mayan ruins. We are probably the closest property to those spectacular Mayan sites. And again, you can have exclusive access to the Mayan site because there's a footpath for about an hour's hike to the site, or you can do horseback riding to the site from this very property. Exclusive access only for the guests who stay here. So here in the background of this beautiful resort property, the biggest palapa, which sits amid all of the different cabanas, is the restaurant and bar and reception area. Now, another special feature this property boasts is its thatch roof. This is Mayan architecture. It's a really special way to build homes here in the tropics, because what it does, it keeps the temperature so much cooler in the warmer months. Underneath a thatch roof, you can bet, will be about 20 degrees cooler than the outside ambient temperature. And that is because of the high pitch that they build on the roofs and also because the leaves themselves work as an insulator from the heat. You'd believe me if I told you that this cabanas, they can withstand hurricane force winds, and that is because the roofs, they're designed so that they will flex with the wind, and so they don't break or they don't snap off. You might have a little bit of damages, but otherwise these kinds of roofs will sustain even tropical force winds. Makes it a very special place. Also, I mean, come on, guests traveling to this part of the world, to the tropics, to the jungle, they want to stay in what is traditional. It's an experience for them. Can you imagine a rainstorm underneath a beautiful thatch palapa like that? It makes for some really special memories, wonderful place to stay with your family and friends. On the west side of the property, we have this spectacular owner residence. It boasts 3 bedrooms, beautiful hardwood floors. All of the bedrooms and the main living space is air conditioned so that the owners can live here in the lap of luxury, in comfort, and keeping an eye on the property. So the deck that we're stood on here, we're overlooking the little chapel below, and we can see the main bar area, and we can see some of the palapas. So basically owners can live on site very comfortably in air-conditioned comfort, and they can keep an eye on the goings-on at the property here. It's just a beautiful home, really comfortable space for whoever lives here. And I should mention that the deck that we're on is surrounded by mature tall mango trees and avocado trees and coconut palms. So there's a lot of shade on the deck here and around the property. This owner residence also boasts a very large, very spacious dog kennel, a dog run, so that you can keep your pets separate from the resort so that they don't have to come in and bother the guests. Really well designed, very well thought out space here for the owner residence. So in the old days, visitors to Belize used to swim in the rivers and in the creeks and streams, but now we're getting a very discerning clientele here in this country. And I should mention while I say that last month the BTB has published that they have seen record high numbers of tourism arrivals to Belize. Basically, we have sprung back from the pandemic and we're doing better than ever. It's a great time to invest in a property here in Belize for inviting tourists to come and visit. This property, one of the special features is this spectacular swimming pool where your guests get to enjoy refreshing dip during the day or even in the evening times if they like. The pool measures 60 feet by 35 feet and it is right next door to the bar and restaurant area. And we have this birding tower over here because this area is spectacular bird watching area. You can see all kinds of birds from here, and this deck facilitates that very easily. Over here on this side of the property, we have a little cabin, a little hut, and here is where you could offer massages and manicures and pedicures for your guests who come to visit as well. And just across the pool, we can see views of the owner residence that overlooks the property. It's kind of on a hill, so it's kind of perched above the resort, just looking down on everything going on here. Very special place, very lush, very green this time of the year. We have beautiful clear blue skies, warm sunny days. It's just a spectacular place for visitors and travelers to enjoy.